And anyway, like we heard about you, I think, through that, and then when I was preparing for this, and she was like, "Oh, I really like Amanda. She doesn't like the word panties." and my wife Bex also hates the word panties for some reason, and so she's like, "No, you have to look it up." So thanks to my wife, in my YouTube search, or in my Google history says Amanda Montell panties. And
it's ridiculous, but I know why.
That's great.
I know why.
So we won't like cliffhanger that. We'll actually explain why. So you did a video series.
Oh my God, years ago.
This is after you wrote your first book, which is called Word Slut.
No, it was way
right?
before.
Oh, it was even before
way
that.
Before.
Okay.
No, this was like, I was like 23, 24, and just trying to like find my voice, you know, like see what I wanted to say to the world. And yeah, I made these like really cringy YouTube videos talking about language and gender. That's the subject of my first book, Word Slut. And I didn't know why I was making them necessarily. I was just like, you know, why you do anything on the internet when you're 23, 24, or whatever, in your 30s, 40s, 80s, whatever. No shame.
Yeah.
I am a little ashamed. No, I'm not. I look back at those videos and I'm like, oh, that green screen. Oh, that haircut. Like, oh dear. But yeah, they would be on things like why I hate the word panties, or, you know, I would break down some current event in the context of language and gender, or, you know, play some sort of game or challenge with a special guest having to do with language and gender. And yeah, oh God, I beg you not to look them up.
Yeah, just Google Amanda Montell panties. You'll find it.
Yeah, I had this series where I was talking about all these gendered words that I hated, and I would sort of unpack why phonologically, phonetically, etymologically, sociolinguistically, these words were not sitting well with me. Yeah, I don't know.
I think that one just didn't sit well with you because... well, there's a sort of childish implication
there's
behind
something
it.
infantilizing about that IE
interesting.
suffix, panties, dollies, you know, when you put IE on something, it becomes diminutive. So that was at play. Again, I made these videos like 5-6 years ago. That's my excuse. But no, I actually look back and I'm like, you know what? Without her, without that like cringy girl on YouTube, I would not be sitting here on the Minimalists podcast. So she was doing something right. She was trying.
It's like kind of how I look at my like 20s. I just look at it like I really look at that man like he's really like kind of disgusting and douchey.
Yeah.
But I also wouldn't be the person I am today without
him.
Without that douchey dude. Yeah.
Much of what you've done is in contrast to that person in some way. You're like, oh, I learned I don't want to be him anymore, and therefore to not be him, I'm almost defining myself by being someone other than him. Yeah. To me, this is almost the best form of otherizing. It's otherizing yourself.
Your own past self.
Right. Yeah.
Did you enjoy this video? If so, you can listen to full episodes of the Minimalists private podcast, available exclusively on Patreon. Visit patreon.com/theminimalists today. Your support keeps our podcast and YouTube channel 100% advertisement free.